Hello and welcome. I thought I'd do a brief reflection today about leading a happy life. How do we lead a happy life? How do I feel that we can make those shifts and changes to start leading healthier, happier lives? So take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lengthening the spine, feeling the shoulders drop, feeling your ability to be more upright. So one of the keys for me in leading happier lives is our ability to flow, really. I've said that the people who are happiest are those who are the most flexible. What does that mean? What does that mean for me? Well, to think that nothing bad will ever happen, or things which are not necessary that we really want, that would be, not that it's impossible, because I think it is possible, but I think it would be unlikely. What my understanding is that there are difficult things which come up sometimes. And it's how long it takes us to just get perspective on that. I can remember in my own self-development that when things came up in the past, I suppressed them. So that didn't really bother me long. But I wasn't dealing with them. I'd just deny them. Then when I got to a point where I was dealing with them again, I would sometimes go into a space for a couple of weeks where it was like, just went into a pit. A really dark pit, and I couldn't really get out. But then I would. I'd get out for a little bit, get perspective, and then I'd go back into my hole for a little while. And I did this for a while. But gradually the time between going into the hole and coming out again got shorter. And shorter, and shorter. To start off with, when we start to do our self-development work, which you are doing by listening to this, by being here, is that we start to uncover stuff. It's like we've got a cellar full of rubbish and sometimes rotting things. And as we start to open the door, this beginning, it's a bit smelly, and it takes a little time to clean the cellar up. But it's the work, that's why we're here, I think, to clean up this stuff. Because we need to clean this stuff up in order to move more towards the light. Otherwise, we never really deal with it. We're always running away, trying to always be, it's almost in denial. So I think it is really, really important. The more we practice and the more we get into a routine, the shorter these periods become. So from going into the hole and then coming out again, it's like a big wave, and then it's a little wave, and then it's just a blip, and it's almost instantaneously. And one of the key things for me, is about finding really happy memories. And some of you might say, well, I've got no happy memories. And for me, a lot of the time I thought, well, my life has been hell. I thought I couldn't see anything good in my life. It's because I'd lost perspective. I was in the hole, and from that perspective, it's very difficult when you're in the dark to see anything. But when you come up out of the dark, it's remembering, okay, what positive things? Maybe you've been on holiday. And it's to go and relive these feelings and these memories. And it's what I do is I write them down. I write them in a book, and I have I go through them every now and again. I have one or two which I look through, or I bring them up every day, just to lift myself. So it's just almost, I breathe in, and I just imagined a really happy memory around me. Mine in particular was when I was travelling in Australia when I was young, when I was 18. And I went off to this beautiful island. It was deserted, and it was off the east coast, one of the Great Barrier Reef. And I took a pair of snorkel and a pair of flippers, and I just went swimming, all on my own. There was no one there. It was winter time there. There was no tourists. It was just amazing, this deserted reef, and I just snorkeled with the fish. So this is a memory. I bring it up, I make it nice and vivid. I increase the colours. I make it brighter, make it really big. And just imagine it all around me, this memory, and I'm actually there. And it helps to shift. And Abraham talks about this, the 17 seconds. If you can hold it for those 17 seconds, this positive memory, what happens is another positive memory comes in, and then another. And that's why it's really good to have a few different memories which are really, really powerful. The more powerful, the better. So have a think now. Think something which was really great. The time I found it's mainly holidays when I was a child. Or maybe it was travelling, or a wonderful person in your life. Whatever it is, find it. And go into it. Meditate on it. Feel it. And let it wash over you. And once you've got one memory, the second memory, and the third memory, the fourth memory, the fifth memory, they all start to come back. And it's like, wow. And the more you do this, the more you start to realise that in fact you've been reflecting that your life is not that good or it's pretty bad. And in fact, it's the most amazing life around. It's amazing. You've had all these amazing experiences, and what happens is you start to fill yourself up with this feeling, this inspiration, this excitement. And what happens? More inspiring things come in, more inspiration. You start to affect other people. You shine your light onto other people. So I see that as the key to happiness. It's when we go into those dark spaces, shifting it, lifting it, not denying it, feeling it, acknowledging it. I feel this, but then lifting. Moving into a happy space. So, try it out. Try it out. See how it works for you. Maybe I'll do an exercise just with that at some point, but it's just really powerful. It's one of the keys to having and leading a happy life, is being able to shift from the negative, from not feeling good to feeling good again. So be well, take care, and keep seeing that this is your work, is to keep moving from not feeling so good to a good feeling space. You're an amazing shiny being, a being of light. Shine your light. Your light is needed on the earth at this time. It is. Send out your love and your light. You're feeling good because the world feels it when you feel good. Shine your light. Be well.